Welcome back to the TRUTHSERUM podcast. I'm your co-host, PJDRIZZLE, and I want to say also don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, repost, and share to all social media platforms, and also check out episode 59 and episode 60, the season 1 finale. And now I'm gonna pass it on to a couple of guests that we have for today. Who wants to go first? You're just gonna say like a little introduction and 3 things about yourself in general.
Copy. So my name is Flacko Santana. I'm a music artist slash model. I'm from the Bronx, New York.
Mhm.
Um, I'm a very creative human, we can
Okay.
say. Yeah, I like creating. I like getting busy and creating. So I feel like I got a jack of all trades. Like I try to get into everything that I could put my hands on and make it my own. So yes, sir.
Okay. So you try to like stay consistent.
Yeah, definitely for sure.
Got you. You Van?
Yo, what's up, guys? It's your main man. I'm the celebrity dating coach, Van Johnson. And as the name suggests, I am a dating coach for men. So I put the men in the game that's struggling to get the results they want in their dating life.
Okay.
Outside of that, did you have a question?
No, I said okay.
Oh, okay, yeah. Outside of that, I do some modeling, bit of acting as well. And of course, I do love music. So at some point, y'all probably will be hearing me drop my first single. So be on the lookout for that at some point. And then
Okay.
something that's a little less known about me is I've been studying homeopathic medicine pretty much all my life since like 7 years old. So I don't do any pharmaceutical anything. And that's another thing that I share with the guys inside of my community. Because when it comes to dating, I think a big part of that is actually being healthy and having what it takes to actually date and, keep women pleased, if you know what I'm saying. So,
Facts.
yeah.
Got you. You mentioned homeopathic medicine. Like, can you elaborate?
Yeah, so homeopathic medicine, that is all things natural. So nothing synthetic. If it didn't come on this earth when the earth was created, we don't touch it. That's what homeopathic is. So if you look at the term pharmaceutical, for example,
Yeah.
it'll root back to synthetic. And if you look at synthetic, that is something that is synthetic, is inorganic. It's something that is a copy of an original thing. So synthetics are not compatible with the human body. The human body cannot metabolize them. And all pharmaceuticals are synthetic, petroleum based. That's why they always have side effects. So homeopathic medicine is essentially the focus on only things from the earth. So herbs, spices, and food. So basically our food is our medicine. And I never get sick. So, I'm the
Like,
healthiest
you
person I
never
know.
got sick before?
I mean, of course, back in the day before I knew as much as I knew now. But
Okay.
now, no, I never get sick. I literally don't even know how people cough and they sneeze all the time.
Yeah.
I barely ever even sneeze at this point because I understand so much now about the human body and how it works. A sneeze is a defense mechanism of the body, and
Yeah.
that to expel something foreign. But I stay up on my herbs and all of this, so I never even sneeze because I don't have a lot of foreign materials in my body that my body needs to expel. So, yeah.
Okay.
It's
All right.
tough.
Yeah, because like me myself, like I'm a person that doesn't really like see eye to eye with like pills and like stuff that comes like in a medicine bottle. Like I'm mostly like a guy that drinks a lot of tea. It could be like any flavor. And then I also like work out. So that's my medicine too. I'm working out.
Yeah, I feel like working out definitely does it plays a big part.
Hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, Van, because you mentioned you're a celebrity dating coach, right?
Yeah.
So how like what celebrities like have we like do we know any celebrities that you work with? Like, do you have any celebrities that we might know?
No. When I say celebrity dating coach, I am the celebrity, and so
Oh, okay.
you will eventually. Cause of course, what I do is I haven't specifically targeted the celebrities yet, but if I
Hmm.
did, I probably wouldn't be able to talk about it, cause
Oh yeah, confidential.
yeah, but yeah, I more specifically though work with high level individuals that maybe you have the results you want in other areas of your life, but
Yeah,
you just don't quite have it when it comes to attracting the quality of women that you would like. For
gotcha.
for example, it's not too long ago. I just got back from traveling for about 50 days, from state to state, city to city, and one city I visited was Salt Lake City, Utah.
Okay.
Amazing women there, I will say. So I'm creating a list for the best cities in America if you want to find a wife. Salt Lake City, Utah, guys, top of the list.
Okay.
When I say girls,
This is the first I'm hearing. I'm hearing about this.
yeah,
Yeah, same here.
the girls, absolutely. There are a lot of absolutely gorgeous women in Salt Lake City, but it's not like you might find in like Vegas or Miami where they're gorgeous, but they're fake. There ain't no fake titties, no fake butts, no fake lips. In Salt Lake City, I'm talking natural, but like banging like you would find in Miami or something, except all natural. And they
Hmm.
ain't, you know, been all around the block, if you know what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
like a lot of the women might be there. So anyway, I was there in Salt Lake City and I met this guy, um, very well off, doing very well. But the guy was dating an OF model. And
Mm.
she was kinda, you could tell she was basically the lead in that relationship. Like she was kind of, kind of bossing him around, telling him
Like the
what.
breadwinner.
Yeah, well, no, he was obvious. He was the breadwinner, if you will. He's very
Okay.
well off,
Okay.
but he's dating an OnlyFans model. Someone in his position should not be with a girl like that.
Yeah.
He should have somebody much more, shall we say, virtuous, and
Okay.
he should definitely be the lead. Whereas I just kind of noticed she would tell him to go and do something and he would get up and run and do it. Basically like she's running the show. So
Yeah.
basically what I do with, I help not just men in that situation, but like in his situation, he's done very well, but I would say he's actually being taken advantage of because he doesn't know women very well. So
Right.
it was her and her friends, and obviously he was the one paying for everything, and she was kind of calling the shots. So he's taking care of her and her friends, and then kind of being told what to do. So again, just being taken advantage of. So I would, work with men like that and actually teach them how to get quality women, and then teach them how to actually be a leader and not be, played like that and bossed around by women.
Got you. And like for him like to like be doing like all this, like what does she like do like in return for him? Like she doesn't do anything?
I mean, I'm gonna assume, I'm gonna assume he gets sex. I mean,
Yeah.
because she is attractive. I'm not gonna lie. The girl, very, very attractive. Like she is a
Hmm.
very attractive woman.
Okay.
But again, men that don't know any better,
Ain't gonna know.
yeah, they get, again. Why is a man like that? Like me, I'm if I'm dating a girl, what would it look like me dating an OF model who got her everything on display for
Yeah.
you and every other guy to see?
Yeah.
Facts.
Especially when I'm me and I have all the options. I've done let's say I've done like this guy. He made I'm not gonna say what product, but he made a product for a very well known company that everybody is using almost on a daily basis and
Yeah.
made a lot of money in so doing. And there's no reason why a man like that should be with an OnlyFans model.
Yeah.
He should have a much better quality woman than that. But yeah, so I think all he's getting is she's very attractive, and again, men that don't know any better, these, I'll say, almost predatory women, they can smell the inexperience on these men. So
Okay.
they're going to take advantage of men that have a lot of money, and they can tell they're not experienced with women because they can just basically be a pretty face and get all this free money and everything from these guys. They're just being used. So,
Yeah.
and you can easily sink 100,000 when you have money. You'll easily sink, 25, 50, 100K plus on these women that are using you like that. So instead, I work with them. They pay me, and I teach them how to do it a better way.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Because
Tough.
I seen something earlier. Like are some of you guys familiar with a model Instagram model named Brittany Renner?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I seen like some update news that like the basketball player that she had a kid with, um the money that he's paying for child support is not enough. So like basically like she wants like the same amount that he's making to be the same at, what he's paying for child support, because like what she's getting is not enough like from him, because
So
like I really don't understand that.
I feel like that's a wild game right there. Once you're already dealing with a female like that, that's very toxic.
Yeah.
It's a very toxic game, and it's you got to know how to learn how to maneuver around those type of females. In my eyes, I wouldn't deal with a female like that. But then at the same time, I also think that there's females out there. I mean, there's guys. Excuse me. There's guys out there that also like that.
Like they like the toxicity.
There's guys here. To be honest, I feel like there's guys out there that just honestly that like the toxic energy. Just they like it. It just runs. It just runs. They drive. So
Yeah.
it's depending on the guy. You gotta want it. Just like Van was saying, you gotta want it. You gotta want to change how the type of women you deal with and the different type of qualities.
Yeah, because like I feel like if you want like a good like long lasting like partner, like it has to work like both ways. Like it shouldn't be,
Oh yeah, of course.
she's gonna do this, and then like basically like she's gonna use all my money, all my like life savings that I've earned, like just so that she could be happy like all the
For
time.
sure.
Like that, like that's not like a fair like a win-win like type of like vibe that I'm supposed to be getting from both sides.
Definitely not. Yeah, definitely not at all.
Yeah,
If she's not meeting you in some type of circumstances and either both of y'all trying to elevate each other, I feel like there's female. Listen, I always said females know how to get to the money and get what they
yeah.
want.
Like seriously, like all they
Respectfully.
need is their looks. Like seriously, like their looks.
Well, and this
Oh,
is where this is where men have to learn how to be more, one, less lustful,
mhm.
and
Yes.
more discerning, because a woman can look good all day, but again,
Yeah,
when you know you're doing something with your life, especially you getting stuff together, you got money, you cannot be going around sleeping with all these women knowing how this system works and having kids, because you don't get got
Hmm.
unless, like, this is another thing that I teach my guys. um if you're gonna be with women, you got to protect yourself, especially if you actually have something to protect.
Yeah,
So you got to put certain things in place to make sure that you can never get got. Like a lot of these guys be getting got in the court system and with child support and all that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, for a fact.
Because like,
Yeah,
look,
that child support is killing.
it's,
That child.
it's coming after a lot of these guys out here, like everywhere.
And the crazy thing is that females know how to finesse. Certain females. We're not gonna go ahead and put every female, but they know how to finesse.
Yeah. Some
Well,
not everyone.
I would almost go so far as to say every female, because
Okay.
women are naturally very manipulative. They are masters of manipulation. It's kind of like it's in their biology, because it's their survival mechanism. Women have to know how to manipulate, because let's say we're, I don't know, in back in a time where there's just war and there's fighting all the time. How does a woman survive that if people are just going around just taking life willy-nilly? Just how do they actually survive? They can't beat the average man, so how do they survive? They survive by being, whether you want to think of it that way or not, manipulative enough to get close to a strong man that can protect them.
Yeah.
And this is just a very, stripped down to the basics example, but you can see this if you actually pay attention. You see these tactics in all women, because it's how they survive. So all women are really that way. It's just to what degree they use it. Like, for example, like I said, this OF model that's dating this guy.
Mm-hmm.
I would say she's even beyond the average female, because I think I bet she knows what she's doing with this man.
Yeah, she knows.
She's with him because she knows the man's got a lot of money.
Yeah.
Probably inexperienced, because I was speaking to him a little bit, and just the way he was speaking, it seems like a nice enough guy, but I could just tell he's just not that experienced. I could just tell by the way he was talking about women, the way that he moves around women. She knows that, so she's doing what women do, taking advantage. And I definitely, if I were him, I definitely wouldn't, because I also noticed she was, kind of flirty with me. And all I know is, if that were my girl and she was doing with me what she was doing.
Wait, you got to talk to the OF model as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because she was, I met them both a couple of different times, and, like I said, and maybe she's just, who knows, maybe she's just really nice. But
hey, listen, I say once they already hit the OF stage, you ain't this.
Yeah,
you out there. You already out there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it could be, I could give her the benefit of the doubt and just say maybe she's really friendly. But again, if that were my girl, the way that she was being with me, like the touchy and all this a little too friendly for me. So I'm good. So
yeah, she outside.
Like, seriously, just cut it off, like, before it gets like even worse.
Yeah, but he doesn't know, clearly. Like I said, he's inexperienced. And I've been thinking about I'll approach that. How would I approach that situation? But I don't know.
And how old do you say he will be?
He's probably in his early 40s, probably.
Okay. And he still doesn't know.
Well, that's the thing.
I ain't gonna lie, sir.
A lot of men don't. They just don't. Because again, imagine if you met what you believe to be a level like 9 baddie, like almost as good as you can get on the look scale for you. would you really turn her away? Probably not.
I mean, but I wouldn't like give her everything. Like, I wouldn't like give her like everything that I have in my pocket. Like, I would like just like probably like a few dates like here and there, but like I'm not like paying like for like luxury items.
Yeah, but now
Like,
she's your whole girlfriend now, though. She's bringing her hot friends around, all this stuff. You getting to be around all these pretty girls because you're with her, and
yeah,
she's like, "Hey, baby, I need to get my nails done, baby. I need.
hmm
Oh, look at that purse, baby. It's so nice. I would love to have that purse."
yeah.
Telling you,
I'm not doing that. Like, seriously.
Nah, my thing is, once you leave, all right. If she got her friends around, my thing is, most likely one of her friends is paying attention to how you treat her,
Yeah.
and they will know that you're taking advantage. I mean, that she's taking advantage of, of dude.
hmm
Now, my thing is also, once you leave something that ain't good for you, you attract more.
Yeah.
So I say for him to know, if he's known what's going on, that's something that he definitely needs to work on. Um, Something that I thought a lot of guys need to work on, because there's a lot of guys that they just get caught up in that situation, and then there's no looking back.
Yeah.
They
Like,
just
some of
they'll
them
tend to
are stuck
crash out.
in a scent factor. Like,
Right.
yeah.
But yeah, that right there, that's I feel like after a certain age, it's like, but hey, not every age don't mean nothing. Not in certain ways, but age don't mean nothing. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's certain people who grow up after a certain amount, a certain age. So
yeah,
sometimes they gotta, they need the help, or they gotta figure out themselves.
I mean,
yeah,
but I would think that like around like 40s and like 50s, like you would like have an understanding of like these women out here. Like, I'm only 27,
Uh
and
huh.
like I know I have like a good like knowledge of like how like women move just based on like personal experiences and observing like my everyday lifestyle.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's like Van said. There's certain guys that haven't seen those type of females, so for them to go ahead and let them go,
hmm
it hurts them more than to see them go ahead and, mind you, she probably with the whole entire world already. So they
Like,
just want
seriously.
it, they just want it right there. They want it for them.
Like, so yeah, I feel like so like her being an OF model, like he's just along for the ride. Like, while
Right.
she's doing like what she gotta do like for like her money flow and her like I'm guessing being an OF model is her career. He's just along for the ride. Like,
Yeah.
that's not
Yeah.
love. That is
well,
not
Nah,
true
that
love right there.
yeah, but you too, you have to understand, for a lot of women,
Yeah.
that it's they get what they can get from you in the time that they need it, until they find the next best thing. That's
Yeah.
normally how it works, especially in this day and age. So, like, I recently was, like, again, like The Rock. I would say, I'm a pretty cool dude, everything. I look alright, all this, that,
Okay.
and the third. But I know from an objective standpoint, I'm not on The Rock's level. So
Yeah.
if let's say one of my girls meets The Rock, and The Rock will give her a real chance, like he would actually go ahead and say, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna date you," or even if he would just honestly just sleep with her. Would I necessarily expect, even if I've been with her for 2, 3 years, I love this girl, I done all types of, I done took care of her, all this stuff. Would I necessarily expect her to not leave me for The Rock? Nah.
if it was my girl, she out of there.
Yeah.
Like,
Chances are
seriously. Like,
she's gonna leave me for The Rock, and that's simply because, from an objective standpoint, we as men, we all of us know we're not on The Rock's level.
no.
So the average
We're
woman,
trying to be, but not yet.
we're not there yet. So realistically, the
Mhm.
average woman, if given the chance, she probably would leave me for The Rock.
Yeah.
Now, do
And I
you
wouldn't
think
even
that
feel no type of way about that. Yeah.
Okay.
my parts? You think there's females out there that won't, like, let's say if the Rock or let's say a Chris Brown was to pop up, you think there's females that would be like, nah, I'm staying down. Like, what's the ratio of females that you think that's on that timing?
I do believe there are some, but probably few and far between. I would say if I had to guess, and I don't necessarily have any statistics to back this up, but I would say probably less than 30%. I would honestly say probably 20%, but 20 to
Yeah.
30 at
A small
most.
percentage.
And that's probably a large percentage, because if I
Oh,
just
okay.
go based off of marriage statistics,
Yeah.
I know for certain at least 50% of women would leave their men for the Rock. At least, because the divorce rate is around 50%. And women file for divorce. So women file for divorce about 80% of the time.
That's wild.
So men almost never file for divorce, which means, whether you think about it that way or not, women are leaving their men for other men, because there's also this other thing that women normally do called monkey branching. If
Okay.
you ever watch how monkeys swing on trees, they
Yeah.
never let go of one branch until they've grabbed the next.
Yeah.
So when a girl leaves you, like whenever she breaks up with you officially, just know, and I hear it all the time, guys come to me, just hundreds of guys have been reaching out to me, and I hear the same reoccurring things over and over again. One of which is, she broke up with me and she was with another guy within the week. She was with that guy a long time ago. You just didn't know it. She probably been talking to that guy for months.
Got you. Wait, Ben, can I pause you for 1 second? Flacco, everything good? Flacco, can you hear us?
Flacko.
We can't hear you. Flacco, we can't hear you. Flacco, your mic. Can you hear us? Hold on. Ben, you can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Wait, can you see Flacco?
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's just his mic. Hold on. I'm gonna send him a text. Flacco, can you hear me? Uh, let's see if he sees it. Okay. I think he saw that. Okay, I think he's gonna just come back on. Let's give him some time to come back on. Okay.
All right.
And then like when he comes back, we're gonna continue off of what you were talking about. Like, did you have more to say, or you was finished?
Yeah, you'll have to remind me where I was. I kind of lost my train of thought.
Okay.
Oh,
He's back.
All right. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
All right, my apologies.
yeah.
Somebody
No,
was
you
calling.
Okay.
no,
What
you're
was
good.
this? Yeah, I
Yeah.
might want
So basically, we left off where you were talking about like 8% of
to. Oh,
women
yeah.
file for divorce,
Yeah, there we
and
go.
men don't.
Yeah. So when it comes to that question of do I believe there are any that would? Yeah, probably, again, maybe 20 something percent.
Okay.
Flacco,
All
you
right.
with?
Yeah, I'm here.
Are you
Okay.
good? Okay.
But yeah, with the divorce rate. Oh, and
Hmm.
what I was talking about too is monkey branching. So monkey branching is where women normally, when they break up with you, you don't know it, but they were done with that relationship probably months ago.
Hmm.
But they never want, because again, manipulation. That they are master manipulators. So she's going to keep you. She's going to keep taking you for everything you got until she's secured the next branch or the next man.
I feel like guys do that too.
Nah,
we do that.
No,
not like women do. Y'all might think y'all do, but y'all don't do it like women do.
Yeah, I feel like females, they know how to run shit.
Yeah, but
they definitely know how to control the scenario.
Yeah, cause the other
now my thing also on the marriage stuff is, am I crazy? Because certain females, they'll go ahead and tell me, I'm probably a little bugged out for not believing in this, but am I wrong for not believing in marriage?
I mean, I've seen like from my personal experience, I've seen like couples. Some of them are happy. Like some of them don't really like go through with the whole like marriage like lifestyle, and like they're happy, and like some of them like last long with the relationship. So it's like a half and half.
My thing is,
you could get married, but if you
like,
don't,
there's a part of me that does believe in marriage, but there's also a part of me that's just like, it's like you saying right now.
Mm-hmm.
The majority of the people, just like Van was saying, they're divorcing after 1 to 2 years in a marriage.
Yeah.
Now, before the marriage, they was in a whole 16-year relationship.
Yeah.
So it's just like, sometimes it confuses me. It's just like, is it marriage? Is it like, is there some type of pressure that marriage has? Because to me, it should be the same thing.
Yeah. Because like that confuses me too. Because like I have like some close people that they got married, and then basically like the relationship just took a turn like for the worse, and like they got divorced.
Right. Yeah, I feel like marriage sometimes it goes down a certain different type of lane. That's just like, before y'all relationship was good, it was to ride to the end. But once this marriage is in the picture, is 1 to 2 years, relationship is there, and then it's just like, it's a whole cancel, and it's a whole divorce going on, and sometimes it just doesn't make any sense to me.
I guess like seeing each other's faces like all the time, it gets like irritated in a way, annoying.
I just on that, I just think one, I tell men I wouldn't get personally, specifically though, I wouldn't get married under the state. I would not get married under the government.
Okay. So you would elope?
No, because you're still getting married under the government. I would not, like, I would not sign a marriage contract, marriage license with the government. Okay. I think that's a big part of the problem, because marriage. So one, the government has no place in your marriage.
Yeah.
Marriage, if you believe in such, marriage is between you, your spouse, and the Almighty.
Right.
That's where does the government play into that? The government has no part in it, except they put themselves in it. And they told you, come to us, we will grant you a marriage. When did that happen? How do I need another man's permission, the government's permission, to marry who I want to marry? You don't. You don't have to get married under the government. And it's not
like the government found that spouse for you, like found that woman or found that man like for you. Like you found them on your own through dating, through close friends, like all of that. Like the government didn't do any of that for you.
Yeah, but what they are doing is they put their foot in your marriage, basically making themselves, basically what it really is, it's the woman and the government. Yeah. And the man is really left out on the side, which is why you lose every time in court. So when you get married under the government, really all you're doing is giving the government power over your marriage. And if you go back and look up people didn't always get married under the government. I'm not going to tell you why, but I suggest anybody that watches this go back and look up when the government got involved in marriage and look up why the government got involved in marriage. And you will find out real quick that it was for no good reason.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get married under the government. That would be my advice to pretty much every man, because there's no benefit. And I know people will say, oh, taxes, but one, that's only if you're not really making any money. Sure, if you're not making any money, but still, there's just no real benefit. So, yeah, I just wouldn't, personally, I wouldn't do it. But to marriage itself, if that, I think it's a fine thing, just not under the government if that's what you so choose to do. But just realize with the average woman today, especially with marriage under the government, your likelihood of getting divorced it's pretty up there.
Facts.
So, like, how would you go about it? Instead of like getting married, like, in the state, under the state.
So these are some of the things that I, teach my guys. But you can also get married under the church. If you're into, if you're in the church, you can get married under the church, or you can get married. That's really up to you. But that's one way to do it. People, like, if you again go back in history, that's how it used to be done. But even then, you have to be careful that the church isn't, acting as. I guess the church in some ways kind of used to be like the government or the authority. But the reason why it would be under the church is because the church is supposed to be under the Almighty. And the marriage is between who? You
and your spouse.
And the Almighty.
Yeah.
The government has nothing to do with it. So that's one way you could do it. But understand, in some cultures, you jump over a broom together and you're married.
Yeah.
So that's really up to you. You could host your own marriage ceremony without any license from the state or anything. You could bring your people together. You could have a wedding just like anybody else.
Yeah.
You just don't get a marriage license under the government, bringing them into your marriage. So, just a couple of examples.
Because I think also what I believe Jewish people do, they break up like a glass cup or like a glass bottle, and that's how like they also get married too, or is that a different occasion that they do?
So I'm not sure about their specific traditions.
Yeah.
But I know different cultures have different ways, and what I do know is the government didn't always have, like, again, think about it. The marriage under the government is them saying, I grant you basically the right to be married to this person.
Yeah.
Why do you need permission from a man who you don't even know, government official who you don't even know, like the power of the state of Texas, Mississippi, Florida? Why do you need permission from a government official from a state to give you the right to get married? That doesn't even make sense.
Maybe that's why like these couples aren't like in a rush like to get married, and they're just like living their life like with their family.
Facts.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't do the marriage. Like, it's just not my. I feel like you could build a bigger bond and you could get a lot of things done.
Yeah.
Without the marriage, I feel like it plays a big part in just business. Just business and business terms.
Exactly what it is. Marriage in this country is a business, and the state and attorneys, like divorce attorneys and stuff, It's a whole business because you waste all this money on these big wedding ceremonies, on rings, on the piece of paper that you have to pay for to get married. And it might only cost 15, 50. I don't know how much it costs. Maybe it only costs $50 or $100. Think about all the people that get married, how much money the state is making off of that. And then
Facts.
when you go and get a divorce, now, since they granted you the right to get married, they have to grant you, then you have to wait for somebody else to give you permission to part ways if you decide to. How does that make sense? I'm a
And
grown
it costs more.
exactly a lot more. And I'm a grown man. Now I have to go and pay the state and pay attorneys or whatever the case to grant me the right to not be with someone that we've decided, or really it's the woman, really, because it's normally the women that file for divorce. So let's say she files for divorce. Now we have to wait for them to grant us the right. And it makes sense though, because while they're in the process of granting you the right, they sift through everything that you have and they go ahead and decide how they can dismantle you the most. And then once they figured out how they can take advantage of you, normally the man, the most, then they say, okay, we're going to take advantage of you in all these ways. You're going to have to pay alimony for the next 10 years. You're going to have to pay child support for the next however many years. And they normally, it's always going to be in the woman's favor. And then and only then will they finally say, and now you've been granted the right to part ways after we've decimated you.
Yeah.
Wild game. It's a wild game.
Doesn't make sense.
Go through all that.
But
Yeah, it's a wild game there.
Yeah, people just don't, like I said, people don't think. The government has no place in marriage. And if you look at what their place actually is in marriage, it's only to benefit. And it's really to be the destruction of the family as well. It's all for control, money, and then to be the destruction of the family. Because if you look at what marriage really is, think of it as a business, which it is. And you're going into a business deal with this woman where it has a 50%, if not more, chance of ending. And if it does end, it actually is beneficial to your business partner, your wife. It will actually benefit her if it does end. Now you know why the divorce rate is so high.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't it be? She can go ahead and leave and take half of everything, or if not more than half of everything that you got. Even for the next 15 years, you have to continue giving her half or however much of what you got. You're getting nothing from her at all, no benefit, but she's still benefiting from you for the next 15, 20 years while she goes and get dicked down by another man.
And that's why I say a lot of females, they
Why wouldn't
win.
they leave? Why wouldn't they leave that situation?
No, that's a fact. A lot of females, they tend to win because they have loopholes.
Exactly.
A lot of females, they're gonna disagree with what I'm saying when this is going, when the public hears this. But females have loopholes. We are not the same. A lot of females will disagree. Some females will understand what I'm saying, but we're not the same. Like in the sense of, for me, in my eyes, I feel like a female gets it easier, way easier than a man. We get what they go through naturally, with their bodies and stuff like that. That's understood.
Yeah.
But when we talk about life aspects of how to upscale ourselves as a person, I feel like females, they just have that loophole to go ahead and get to where they want to. Just like Van was saying, either in becoming a very pretty woman, they could go ahead and start an OnlyFans. They could go ahead and just do so much other things. Marriage, they could get married. They could be married with this guy for years. This guy has built his whole entire lifestyle on what he was doing to get the amount of money that he has. She files divorce. Now she's staying with half of what he has for about 50. I said for 50, about for 15 to 10 years. Now she's whatever she's getting off of that. She's going ahead and she's investing that in herself and upscale. So it's a tricky game when it comes to certain things where how females maneuver is. I respect it. I have nothing against it, but it gets tricky sometimes, you know?
Yeah, like all you gotta do is just basically, I feel like just be careful, and then just know, like have a good knowledge of like what you're gonna do next, like in your life, like that involves a partner and a spouse as well.
Well,
For a fact. Now my question, would you rather meet somebody that's would you rather meet somebody after you're like when you're down, or you rather meet somebody when you're up? Like what money is in, the financial situation is good, you can do whatever you want, you're very flexible, or you rather meet somebody when you don't have nothing at all?
I think I'd rather meet somebody like when I'm down, because like when I'm up, like I think that's when like where the whole like manipulation and like them like trying to like take advantage of me like comes into the play. Like you see how like true colors like somebody is when you're down, and like how they're gonna stick with you and be loyal. But when you're up, like then everybody is just like grabs for themselves. Everybody is just like for themselves when you're up. But when you're down, that's how you know they're gonna stick with you. Um just like forever.
yeah. And I would agree with that for the most part. That would be my sentiment. It was always my goal to definitely find a woman more so before I started to really become well known, because I know how people are.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know, when you're up and maybe they us go ahead and figure you're famous, you got a lot of money, whatever. All of a
Yeah.
sudden, then they all want to be with you. Whereas if you can find that one or whatever, that they were there before you were all the way up. And
Yeah.
what it is, say they've been battle tested. Maybe they've been there and you had an up and then you had some serious down.
Mm-hmm.
That's them being battle tested. How did they react when you maybe you got some good traction and then you had a serious down and it got really tough? How did they stick with you through that? How did they support you through that? Or did they go ahead and say, well, shoot, you ain't got nothing else for me to leech off of now, so I'm just gonna leave you.
Yeah.
So if you have a girl, I will say this for any man: if you have a girl that has stuck with you through everything,
Thick and thin.
don't be one of those fools to then get up. She's been with you this whole time. She's went through the downs with you, the ups, and she's able to actually, grow with you and elevate with you. Don't be one of the fools that get up and all of a sudden decide you're too good for that girl and you're gonna go and start messing around with somebody that they haven't been battle tested, bro. They're gonna use you for what you got. It's normally what happens. And then when you ain't got nothing else to give, you gon' get left. So
Facts.
just keep that in mind for any guy that ends up watching.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely if you can, I would be looking for that down girl, that really good girl, ASAP. And then when you're up, that's who you want with you.
Got you. All right. So
Definitely agree.
now we're gonna go with the current events. the way that we do like current events, like for this podcast, like we're gonna start off with like some movie mentions. Are some of you guys like movie heads?
Depending on what type of movie, I gotta call
Okay,
my attention.
okay, all right. So some of the movie mentions that we have, I'm gonna start off. Is Taylor Swift. She has a new release party. It's called the official release party of a showgirl. And I think it's a concert. You know how like the weekend did like a concert movie.
Slash like a slash documentary.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that. So basically, like she's doing that for the second time because like she had like a concert slash movie back like a couple years.
Okay.
I also have because you mentioned the Rock Van, so I also have the Smashing Machine that the Rock is doing. It's based on like the real life story of legendary mixed martial arts and UFC fighter Mark Kerr. And the last movie I have is Enemon, starring Daniel Day Lewis and Sean Bean. So are you guys any familiar with any of the movies I just mentioned?
Not very familiar, but I could go based off the actor
Okay,
if I will watch it or not.
okay. So like, what actor that I mentioned that you would like watch it?
I would watch a rock movie.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it can't be like the previous Fast and Furious movies.
Okay,
I feel like they, as Fast and Furious has gotten, like they have, they dropped various of different type of movies. I feel like it got cornier as they went.
got you.
It's not about the cars anymore. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So it's the same thing with the Rock. Rock, I feel like Rock is he's an amazing actor,
yeah,
but I just hope they don't put him in a situation where he needs to act and he just starts getting okay. The movies it starts off good, but now it's becoming a little corny.
no,
Like
because like they are dragging Fast and Furious. But because like now I feel like it is some part about the cars, but then now like it's about like girls. It's about like action. Like it's just like everywhere. Like so, but like they're just doing too much of it because like they're on their I think 11th or like 12th like movie now.
and they're
Like
dropping another one. So
like seriously, I think it's
it's like
coming out next year.
after like the third, fourth Fast and Furious, I was like, I stopped
Yeah,
watching them. I seen one I just didn't like. Like there should be no reason why The Rock is almost catching a bullet, and Vin Diesel like it just doesn't make any sense. Like where's the cars? Like we want to know about the cars. So when it comes to The Rock, I would watch the movie, but I would have to watch the trailer.
hmm
Now Taylor Swift, like a documentary of Taylor Swift, I would watch because I'm a
Okay.
big person when it comes to documentaries.
Do you see the first
And
one that she did?
no, I haven't. I haven't seen the first one. I didn't even know she had a first one, to be honest.
Yeah,
But I will definitely go ahead and watch the first one because I guess you get to know. I really don't know about Taylor Swift. She has some good music,
yeah.
but that's a person that I would definitely watch a documentary on,
Like,
especially
is
on
she somebody that you listen to on a daily basis?
not a person that I listen to daily basis, but I do like what she does as an artist. I like
Okay.
the creativity of how she creates music. Um, and just off the fact of this is what she like. It's the movie's based on her how she handles her daily life, basically like in performance wise, what she does backstage. We don't get to see that as just as people with normal. So that's something that would definitely catch my attention. And I'm a music artist myself, so it just brings a little spark of creativity of oh, this is what she does. This is
Yeah,
how she handles certain situations. She prays before before she goes on stage. She has these amount of people that work for her or that she works with as a team that make her Taylor Swift
yeah.
to make her a better
So she has her own
artist.
entourage,
Yeah,
like
definitely.
that helps her.
So that'll be something I'll definitely like to watch. I'm like I said, I'm a big person when it comes to documentaries or just anything that has to do genuinely with life. So
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely watch it. Now the other movie, I have no idea what the other movie is about,
Yeah,
but it
like
sounds
I
yeah
mean, like you have to like watch the trailer to really like get interested because like
right.
the description itself like doesn't really like help you like be more attracted and whatnot.
It sounds action. It sounds like some action. But
Yeah.
I will watch Taylor Swift for sure.
Mhm.
The Rock, it will have to be a 50-50.
Mhm.
I'll watch it because it's The Rock,
Mhm.
you know? And I feel
Even
like he
even
has gotten
if
better.
he's playing like a fictional no, even if he's playing like a historical like real life person, like
Right.
would you watch that or is that like
Oh yeah, of
still
course.
okay?
Yeah, hands down. Of course. I'll definitely watch I feel like he's a good actor. He's not a bad actor. Like
Yeah.
he does a good job. It's just when they put him in certain roles, it's just like, all right, you're doing a little too much and it just doesn't fit, you know?
Yeah.
It doesn't to me it would just wouldn't fit with him. But I believe you said the Rock movie is more about of him playing a role as you said as a martial artist, right?
Yeah.
I will watch that
Okay.
because
All
I
right.
like UFC. I like I like the martial arts and stuff like that. So that's something. And plus, his life was wrestling,
Yeah.
so I feel like he'll body it.
Yeah. What about you, Van? The movies that I mentioned, like, did they like catch your eye, or like, what genre like do you watch?
I'm big on or I'd say I used to be on action and
Okay,
rom-coms.
okay,
Definitely that.
and
And
and they're wrong with a rom com. Like,
yeah,
I be watching rom coms. They be funny, like, and like
Yeah,
the romance part too, like how they get together at the end.
yeah, and then what do you call it? I like the apocalyptic, and then definitely the what do you call them? The action, especially martial arts type action as well. I do definitely get into that. Even
Oh,
one of these days, I'll be writing my own rom com. Y'all on the lookout for that.
okay,
definitely for
all right.
sure.
Let's see. But
Definitely on the lookout for
Yeah,
that one.
but yeah,
let's
I'm
see.
these days, so I'm not too crazy on media. I would probably for those that you mentioned, I would probably watch the Rock movie.
Yeah.
Um, Other than that, I'm not sure. I definitely wouldn't waste my time watching a documentary of Taylor Swift. Don't care about that. Um,
Like,
and
dude,
then,
me too. I don't really watch like documentaries like that because like it's like basically if I'm like back in school and like I'm learning something, like when I'm watching a movie, like I want to like really be engaged and like be able like to like stay in my seat. Like I'm not trying to be back in class, having to like learn about like an artist or like a actor, actress's lifestyle. Like I want a story,
yeah,
like
well, for me,
based on like fiction and whatnot.
yeah. Well, for me, it's more. It's just not like I like documentaries, depending on
Okay,
what it is. Like if I'm learning something, if
yeah,
it's actually something educational that I'm interested in.
Agreed.
Knowing about Taylor Swift's life, it doesn't benefit me in any way, shape, or form. I don't care about Taylor Swift. Don't really care about her music. I don't care to know what she does backstage.
hmm
I just don't care.
okay,
Felt that.
Because it has no benefit to me. It's not gonna help me make any money. It's not
yeah,
gonna make me more intelligent. It's just a waste of time. To me, it's kind of like spending a whole season watching, not only watching football, but spending hours learning all the stats. Like I can quote all the stats of, you know, 15 different football players from all these different teams, how many passes they got, how many touchdowns, and I wear their jersey on my back representing another man's name while I sit there. I'm watching another man live his dream and I'm not doing anything with my own life. To me, that stuff like that just doesn't make sense. So
yeah,
certain things I'm just not big into, and movies would be one of them because I'm just more aware now as well. And I also realize with movies, people don't realize, but a lot of that is also it's indoctrination without them realizing it. A lot of the movies and stuff. So have to be careful of certain things too. But we won't get into all of that because I'm sure that's not the direction you want it to go.
No, not really. But you say like you've act in movies, like, so how's that, like, acting in movies, like, is that like going good for you? Like, have you made like any networks and like any like money flow from that as well?
Yeah, so I haven't focused on it in a long time. It's more of at this point, more of a passive thing, and it's more a thing more so in the past. I
Okay.
still do it, or well, I would say I'm still interested in it, but you can only focus on so much at one time. So
Mm-hmm.
what I did with acting and being on stage, I would say that was kind of more in the past, maybe 10, I don't know, like 10 years ago,
So you
maybe.
don't do it anymore?
Not as actively. Now I'm more focused on uh, modeling. It's where I
Okay.
am now mostly, but
Mm-hmm.
I am very open to acting. Like I'll be starting my own uh, YouTube series, and it's not exactly acting, but I will
Short film.
something like that. Well, it'll be more so my life as a dating coach.
Okay.
Copy.
Yeah, so I'll be starting that series pretty soon. But yeah, also eventually I will probably be acting in my own films because I have a lot of scripts and script ideas, movies and things. So I'll probably get back to it one of these days because I have some wild things in an array of different genres. Like I
You
said,
got time. Like, you don't have to rush yourself.
exactly. So it's kind of one step at a time. So right now I'm in the really grow the dating. I'm all about the dating coaching mostly right now, and then a little bit of modeling. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna start getting back onto pushing the music and actually professionally producing my music. And then I'll move into my more, writing and back into probably the writing and the acting phase, being an actual screenwriter and stuff like that, producing all of the TV shows and movies and stuff that I have on the back burner.
Okay.
Fire.
All right. All right. So, with all those movies I just mentioned, I did want to also say that today is Rich Homie Kwan's birthday.
May he rest in peace.
Are some of you guys were a fan of him? Like, you listen to his music?
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of him, but I feel like he's one of the pioneers from I'm not gonna say a pioneer,
Hmm.
but he's one of those artists that actually made he put a stamp on his sound,
Yeah.
not just in not just for Atlanta, but I feel like for like in the music industry. Rich Homie Quan, I like his music. He's a good artist. I'm not a big fan of his music because I didn't listen to everything, but I've for what I know when he first was coming up, we know who Rich Homie Quan is. So and sadly he left how he left. May
Yeah.
he rest in peace. And happy birthday to Rich Homie Quan. But definitely I feel like he's definitely a good artist, and he had that he had more to give if he was still here.
Hmm.
And they just was I feel like there was black what is it? Blackmailing?
Blackballing.
Yeah, blackballing. I feel like there
Yeah.
was blackballing him as he was. So
Okay. Would you put him in the same level as Nipsey
no,
Hussle, or no? Like,
no,
different.
no. Yeah, Nipsey, whole different. Nipsey, the difference with Nipsey is Nipsey was giving out game.
Hmm.
He was putting game in his music. Like if you listen to his lyrics and you listen to the things that he was actually putting, like fans and people who will listen to his music, he was actually putting you on how to go ahead and maneuver in life, things in life that to keep going. It was motivational. So I feel like Nipsey was just on a whole different level, and Nipsey sad how he left too, and he rest in peace. But I feel like Nipsey he was here, he
Mhm.
just left. He left too short.
Yeah.
But Nipsey's definitely that guy.
It'd be happening like that.
Sadly,
Yeah.
it'd be whack. It'd be whack how certain artists go, you know. But I feel like the industry has a big part in what they do. You know,
Yep. Yep. Now
that's why it's scary.
let me ask y'all this. So I did some research, and like this actress named Madison Pettis from Corey in the House. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Corey in the House. It was a spinoff of That's So Raven.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, she went on Raven Simone's podcast, and basically said that Raven Simone was the reason that she's an actress now.
I don't know if you know that, like, the only reason I'm literally an actor is because of you.
Because we both light skin?
Exactly.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna cry.
Oh.
It was the best day of my life.
Oh my god, it's so crazy. I love you.
So sweet.
I got a tissue.
I
I
just
just pictured myself like 7 years old telling you that. I'm like, oh my god, that's crazy.
Now I have to show you a picture that my mom put in my purse before I left of us when we met on the set of Corey in the House, and she also shoved multiple things in there.
I'll
just
sign
in case.
that.
They're all in my purse.
Do you have them all?
Yes.
Go
Those
grab
are,
it right now. I'll sign it on camera.
Rarely do I say
This
yes
is
to
the
stuff like this.
photo.
Oh yeah, that's the baby girl.
I showed her that photo, and Raven still has that hat.
I still have the
do you
hat.
really? It's a cool hat.
I remember this.
Here's the CD.
So freaking cute. Hilarious. Give me that.
Thank you so much.
Wow.
I have a That's a
always
Raven
catch that.
DVD.
I'll sign that.
And
Oh God, I love the cheetah girl.
Oh my god, babe, your face is so
I'm
cute.
such a girl.
Raven's
there.
like,
I
Oh,
still do
God,
that.
iconic. I have 2 books,
Oh
and
my
this one was
God.
given to me by Kyle for my 8th birthday, and he signed
Oh
the back
wow, Kyle, that's
Yeah.
not even your show.
wait, psyched?
of it. He's on the cover.
Oh, that's fair.
Bring it on, Shirley, said Raven. There you go.
You don't have to sign all of them.
Oh
Thank
no, this
you.
is fun.
Okay, am I the first person to bring 8 different
Yes.
pieces of physical memorabilia
Ever.
from
This is-
2005?
This
into
is so
the studio?
cool.
The
Great.
pages are yellowed.
She's vintage.
Boy likes girl. Girl likes boy. They both die. Cry, cry, cry. The end. Said Raven.
Period.
Yes, that was a poem that I did in school.
Oh my god.
Your heterosexuality.
Literally. Oh, hey.
That
Hey. Raven just like so.
So I wanted to ask you guys, because I know some of you guys like have heroes that inspired you, that you looked up to. It could be like an actress or actor, or just like somebody famous. Like, and I wanted to know, like, if you ever got to meet them, like, how would that go for you? Like, would you would they like give you like their time, or would they like brush you off? Like, how would you think hypothetically like that would go? Like for you guys, if you guys met your heroes that you looked up to when you were young.
I feel like it'll go good. So what inspired me? All right. So
Give me who inspires you? Give me the name of that person, and then like explain like further on.
so me, I have a mixture of, because I'm a big person when it comes to music. So I listen to various wide of artists, because I feel like music is a way of your creation.
Okay.
First person that definitely caught my attention as a young child, me growing up, was Justin Timberlake.
Okay.
So I feel like Justin Timberlake, he played a big role in my life with him when it comes to melodies, you know, just with the tone. His levels of music was just different. And to this day, Justin Timberlake is Justin Timberlake. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mac Miller
Okay.
played a big he played a big role.
R.I.P.
And yeah, RP Mac Miller, and amazing artist. He was an amazing artist. And believe it or not, Wiz Khalifa.
Okay.
NPB Rock, but you know that's how we as we go.
Yeah.
But Wiz Khalifa, he was basically one of the main artists that actually gave me the green light to F it. Do what you feel. Why you worrying about what anybody says? Because I feel like some of us artists, we have this thing of we worry about too much what other people think instead of dropping out music.
Yeah. Like
And
we care so much about like the comments and then not just like putting like what we feel that's like genuine and like to our creative like thoughts and whatnot.
yeah, definitely, yeah, for sure. That's a big fact. And now social media plays a big role in just our life of what we put out there, that we worry about more what a person says. And but ever since, I ain't gonna lie, ever since I was introduced to Wiz Khalifa, and I was introduced to Wiz Khalifa and Mac Miller because they both came up at the around the same time, was in my teens. And they was just freely with it. Like they didn't care.
Yeah.
Like they was just like, either you like me or not, it's outside, you know?
Yeah.
So
So people that you mentioned, like, do you think that like all of them like will give you the time of day, or would they like brush you off?
nah, I think they'll give me a time of day for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Justin Timberlake seems like a calm guy, but you can't go ahead and say something like, you can't say, yeah, I feel like, because you know people, they'll go ahead and they give you that damn, I thought you was cool, you know.
Yeah.
But I feel like I used to live in Philly myself,
Okay.
so Philly's raw. You know what I'm saying? Like they're raw. Like
Yeah.
that, what you get out there is it's just plain. It's just Philly. Like you gonna be, if you see something going on in Philly, it's just going on. So it's just like you get the genuine thing of, you know, what's going on within the community and the culture. So I feel like I believe Mac Miller was they were from Pittsburgh. I know Wiz Khalifa's from Pittsburgh. I'm not sure where Mac Miller. I think he was from Pittsburgh too.
Okay.
He was from Pittsburgh too, but it's just like they just give me that type of energy. Like they just roll with it, you know. Like they don't, either you mess with me or you don't. I'm gonna still be me, and I feel like they never changed as artists. I feel like those are the main artists. Those are like one of the artists that never changed how they were as a person because they don't care.
Yeah, like I feel like based upon like interviews and like just seeing them on TV, like I would say like they're a nice person. Like I can't really like go about like everything that I see on TV. I'm just saying that like every interview and every like appearance wise that I saw them in, like I would say like they're cool, collected, like calm people.
Right. I mean, you know how there's certain artists that you always hear something bad
Yeah,
about. I've never heard nothing bad about either Mac or Wiz or Justin Timberlake. Unless it's just like something personal with their life going on, which is that has nothing to do with me. But otherwise, from like meeting their fans and meeting people, I feel like they're genuine people. Like they're just down to earth.
yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Van?
Yeah, me, man.
Like, give me like one or two like heroes that you looked up to when you were a kid or a teen, and how would that go? Or if you met them already?
So for me, I got actually a few, especially on the actor side, but it would be not really a person, but Will Smith's character in Hitch, Alex Hitchens.
Okay,
If y'all know that movie.
yeah.
Hmm.
He played with Kevin James.
Yeah, yeah. And of course, the Love Doctor, that whole thing.
Yeah,
That kind of course, part of how I landed where I am now as a dating coach is I watched that movie way back when I was a kid. I guess I was a youngster back then. But
okay.
yeah, I realized,
I like that movie too.
yeah, and that's till this day. I think that's still probably my favorite movie till this day. In fact, I went back and watched it recently.
Okay.
Still picking up some new things in it. Even the symbolism, it always really cool when you actually pay attention and really watch it. But
Yeah, because I believe like how he became a love doctor is that he went through like his own personal experience with the love of his life
yeah,
and like during college.
yeah,
And
he was
that's how like what like it like kind of like engaged like for him.
yep, he was a super simp, and as a result, he got like
Yeah.
so many does. So more so, I guess not the person, but the character. Though I yeah,
I
like
mean, would you say that Will Smith got like in real life too by Jada?
yeah, if all of that were real, he would be
Finessed.
the biggest like that would be the type of man I would be working with, because there is no way, like if I worked with him, there is no way he should be with Jada. Like how he sat there while she's talking about how she literally slept with another man and all this BS, and then he's still sitting there with her.
Yeah, he was sitting there and like you could see him crying.
Yeah, you cannot. That is such a weak move, and you cannot come back from that. If a woman cheats, it's done. There is no second chances. There's no if, ands, or buts. If she done cheated, it's done, because that means she does not respect you. And if she doesn't respect you, she doesn't love you. Women, think about it. Women don't want to be touched. They don't like. Women don't actually want to be touched by men.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't like you, they don't want you touching them. They don't even want you close to them.
That's a fact.
So if she then went to the extent of letting another man inside her, do you know how far gone that is? When she got you and let another man did that to her, when they don't even
man was near the kids too.
Yeah, it's over with. So yeah, that was just crazy. But
and that man has a man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's some crazy shit.
Definitely, that would be the type of like him. That what I call that's a framing issue. He broke frame, and he's just a very weak man. He's high level, but very weak. There's no reason why the man could literally have almost any woman in the world, and you're in a situation like that, just looking absolutely, completely just as weak and as simpish as a simp can be. It doesn't make sense. So yeah. So Will Smith, if you somehow you see this, I got you, bro. I got you. I'll put you on some game. And shoot, get back in character. Go back to Alex Hitchens, man. I don't know what you got going on. So yeah, Alex Hitchens, though that's more a character than a person. And then,
I mean, it could be a fictional character too.
Yeah, and then so definitely that was definitely would be one I would say I kind of, in a way, definitely took a lot from, and in a certain manner kind of looked up to. Like I said, still love that movie. Then Adam Sandler. Don't know. It's just always been something about him. I just love
amazing artist. I mean, amazing actor.
Yeah, I've always
he's definitely for the people.
Yeah, what down to earth.
Yeah, and a lot of people, like I heard, like some of my siblings, they like people just thought some of his stuff was just stupid and they didn't really like it. But even as a kid, I've always loved everything Adam Sandler. My mama said
one of my favorite, not for sure. One of my favorite movies is definitely Waterboy.
Yeah, man, I used to love that stuff. And
my favorite is it's not like live action. Like I don't know if animated counts, but like 8 Crazy Nights.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like some anime. I definitely do like anime. Anime is calm. You learn from anime.
I never got too big into it. Even till this day, I just I don't know, anything animated. I've just never been a huge fan. Every now and again, somebody will get me to watch something, and I'll be like, that was actually pretty good. But still,
Yeah.
if it's animated, I don't know why. I just don't. I just can't.
Hey, listen, you like action? You gotta watch Baki.
Wait,
Fire.
what's Baki?
It's on Netflix.
Okay.
Bro, the moment that Jones starts, it's just straight pow pow. Just like I'm like,
Maybe,
yeah, this is my type of anime. Like they going straight at
maybe
it
that'll be something to look into. Maybe
for
Yeah.
sure.
I'll definitely
Yeah.
look at it like after we're done with this recording. And
But
then
Yeah, for sure.
so you said Will Smith and Adam Sandler. But
Yeah,
he
Adam
definitely put a
Sandler,
lot of
Jim.
people on.
Yeah, Jim. For me, also Jim Carrey.
Jim
Absolutely
Carrey.
love his stuff. Jackie Chan has always been a favorite of mine as long as I can remember. And then for music, definitely Usher, John Legend, CeeLo Green for me. And then when Ed Sheeran came on the scene, I really liked him as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Those were all-
Nobody really knows like what CeeLo Green is doing now. Like I haven't heard any like news about him, like where he's at, what he's
Yeah,
doing.
he disappeared off the scene. Was that maybe that's a good thing, man? He's chilling, enjoying his life, hopefully.
Okay.
But yeah, I think if I actually met them though, I think it would go pretty well. We would have some real conversation. I would definitely love to hear about their careers, especially as far as music. And I would love to hear from maybe learn from Usher, because just his whole persona, it was always so smooth, man. Got the dance moves and he
Yeah.
had the style. I always liked his
Giving these ladies cherries.
Yeah, I always liked his vibe. So I always said if I really get into the music side, I would love to study under Usher. But I
Yeah.
think if I actually met them, for all of them, honestly, I think it would go pretty well. Because one thing I would do, unlike most people, I like their work, but I'm not, as they would call it, a fanboy. And what a lot of people don't
A
realize.
super fan.
Yeah. What a lot of people don't realize, these people, as far as we know of, they're people just like we are. They want to be.
Facts.
They want to be treated like people, and it's much different. It's not that much different from dating, actually, or when you're looking to approach or attract women. If you go up to a woman and say, "Oh man, you're just so beautiful. I just wanted to, see if I could get your number." She's not interested.
Oh, she's out that door.
Yeah, because why? You are doing the same thing every other guy does. That is so.
Yeah, you gotta be different.
Yeah, she knows. How many guys have probably told her, "Oh, you're so beautiful. You're so hot. You're so fine." Blah blah blah. Man, so basic.
Yeah.
So be the guy like me. If there is a fine girl in the room, and either one of two things will happen.
Mm-hmm.
All the guys that are confident enough will go up and do something basic like that and all get shot down, or they'll be too scared to walk up to her. And then there's me. I'm the one guy in the room. I just be chilling. When I walk in the room, all the attention goes towards me. And then I just do my thing. I'm having a good time. And generally what happens is this bad girl in the room comes up and wants to have a good time with me, because I'm the different guy in the room. I'm the only one that knows how to actually attract her. And it would be the same thing with meeting, to take it back to the celebrities. It would be the same thing with meeting them. If you're running up to them, "Oh, Adam Sandler, I love you so much. Let me get an autograph."
You do it the much.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, "Oh man, it's same."
Another one.
Yeah, exactly. Okay,
Yeah.
bye. Whereas me, me, I would be more like, "Oh, Adam Sandler, man, I love your work, man." And then I would just have a regular, real conversation with the man. I would treat him
Calm.
like a person,
Yeah.
not like some god,
Facts.
which is what most people do.
And a
This
lot of people don't understand that it cuts off the genuine vibe when you do all the extra stuff.
exactly. Because also it comes back to a framing issue as well. It's the same thing that happens when you run up to a woman talking about how fine she is and all of that and trying to get her number.
Mhm.
You just put her on a pedestal above yourself. And if she is on a pedestal, what does that mean? She's looking down on you. You are not her equal. You placed yourself in a position where you're trying to prove yourself to her. Same thing when it would come to meeting these celebrities. When you run up to them, fanboying, fangirling all over them, acting like there's some god above you, they're looking at you now just like all of the other people that run up in their face doing that. You're no longer their equal. You immediately now have placed yourself below them. And so
Thanks.
they're going to treat you as such. Okay, get your autograph. Okay, bye, get away from me.
Yeah.
So, I think it would go really well just because, again, just, they're humans.
Yeah.
They're people just like we are. I would
Yeah.
treat them as such, same as I do with women. While other men treat these women like basically like they're above them, I just treat women like I treat a guy. It's no different. I don't go up to a guy trying to take a guy home to sleep with him. So why am I going up to a girl trying to take her home tonight to sleep with her? And believe it or not, that actually works out really well when it comes to actually building connection with anybody, not just women. That's why I, relate it back to the celebrity thing.
Yeah, I feel you.
Thanks. Agreed.
All right. So now, let's say the title reveal for today's episode, Tales of Transformation, inspiring stories of overcoming struggles. And this is also season 2 premiere, episode 61. And the first question I want to ask you guys is, what is a current struggle or the most memorable struggle that you can remember? Like, what is a recent current struggle that you're going through right now? Or if you don't have any, what is the most memorable struggle that you can remember?
Mm.
You want to take it first, or shall I, Flacko?
You could go first. I'm still thinking a little bit.
And also, what is the root cause of that struggle as well?
Okay, so I'm gonna be real on this one. This is something I have not yet shared publicly. So, man, I'm gonna give this to your platform first.
Okay.
So some years back, I was in a relationship, and that was actually my first relationship.
Okay.
Because I don't do relationships, never have.
What's the age? Like what were you, like a teen?
Oh no, actually more recently. Like this was maybe 3 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
something like that.
Mhm.
So I've always done well at relationships, but I don't do relationships. The whole official, all of that. It's just never
Yeah,
been my
committed.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's never been my thing. But I started, I'll say, seriously dating this young lady, and it got pretty real. Still
Okay.
wasn't interested in the whole relationship thing,
Mhm.
but this was, and I would say this was the last lesson I needed to learn to make me the ultimate dating coach.
Okay.
And it was when I myself broke frame. So again, I never did the whole relationship thing, but I allowed her, her and her friends, they just kept bothering me about the whole, what are we?
Yeah.
And I don't know, one night, I don't know if I was tired or if I don't know what happened that night, but
Did you
finally,
crash out?
no. One night,
Okay. Okay.
finally, I was just like, I was just they just kept nagging me about this title thing.
Yeah, be repetitive.
Yeah, and this is over months, and at some point, again, I don't know what happened this night, but finally, I was just like, you know what? Fine, you're my girlfriend. There you go.
Okay.
And I kid you not, everything was pretty much great in this relationship up until that point. I kid you not, it was the very next weekend. The girl just started going crazy. And from there, it was all downhill.
Wait, what was she going crazy about?
So it was, I would say, the first big, I guess she would call it a fight, but I don't do no arguing and stuff. So,
Yeah.
but, you know, I find it very disrespectful to, you never get out of, as a woman, one thing that you never do is get out of character and talk sideways to your man in public.
Yeah.
That is something you don't do. Because that's
Thanks.
really bad on a man.
Yeah.
Well, she did that because there was some girl that I had already knew. And anyway, they had some kind of falling out. So she just automatically expected that I wasn't going to talk to this girl anymore.
Okay.
Well, that ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
What's between you and her, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't do this whole taking sides thing. That ain't got whatever y'all got, it's y'all got. So the girl wanted to get my snap or something like that. And I was like, oh, man, whatever. You know, it doesn't matter to me. So anyway, this girl come up going like crazy. So that's what she was going crazy about.
Okay.
But I'm the same guy I've always been. The only thing that changed is, again, I allowed her to take lead in that. Because a man's power in a relationship, a man's power is relationships. Women don't get rings and they don't get relationships if men don't give them out.
Hold on, Vin. Flacko, everything okay?
Yeah, everything's good.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Vin, you were saying?
Yeah, so I was saying, women, they don't get rings and they don't get relationships unless we as men give them out.
Yeah.
A woman's power is sex. We can't get sex unless a woman gives it out.
Yeah.
So we have to understand our power. I allowed her to take leadership when I allowed her to force an official relationship title out of me. That was my fault. I broke frame, and this is why I say if you give women a little, then they're going to take a lot. And after that one time, she got disrespectful. And then from there, that was strike 2. And then from there, it just got worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Until the point, I'm not even going to lie. And this is why I am so good now at what I do, because I've also experienced it. I'm not going to lie to you. I lost. In some ways, I certainly was the simp. I never even counted up the amount of money I lost to that relationship because I didn't even want to know, because I know it. I know it's way more than I want to know that I lost to it, amongst other things. So that was definitely, I would say, the biggest struggle of my adult life, because it was a major financial setback. I've never had, I don't really even believe in anxiety, and I don't believe in depression. I believe depression is simply, the depression is your mind's way of punishing you for not doing what you know you're supposed to do. So not resolving past issues. I believe that's what depression is. It doesn't really exist. That would be like saying you have sadness. It doesn't really make sense.
So you never had an anxiety attack where like you just like had trouble breathing and like, you got like you had chest pains and all that? Never?
No, never had anything like that. And so that's what I was going to get to. Similar to depression, anxiety is just simply a continual worry of the future. Basically, I would say the same thing. It's your mind's way of punishing you for being too worried or overly focused on what's to come rather than being present in the moment. It's not a condition, it's you, because you're not doing what you're supposed to do. So like with this ex of mine, that was the first time I would say I ever what people describe as anxiety, where like it was the first time I couldn't quiet my own mind, but it was because I wasn't resolving an issue. The issue was, you need to get rid of this girl. And I already knew that. I guess I'd invested so much into her and all of this, and I just wanted to, I'm gonna make this thing work. And I just drained more and more and more into it. And it threw off my mental state. It threw off my financials. It threw off everything. Everything in my life was worse because of that relationship. And that's when I learned that would be, again, my adult life. The biggest and most valuable lesson I learned was the wrong woman will absolutely ruin everything.
Facts.
And I do mean everything, which is why I now do what I do, because prior to that I was doing life coaching, and I coached men and women. But with after 2020, 2021, things just started getting really, I noticed, bad for men, and their the suicide rate started going crazy and stuff like that. So I just realized
I
now,
didn't hear about that.
yeah, it's all-time high. Loneliness, all-time high. Stuff like ED, erectile dysfunction, all of these different things. So I just realized that now, with my experience, now was the time. So anyway, that would definitely be my biggest struggle, and the thing that I would say now made me into the man that I am. I had everything else, except I never allowed myself to break frame, because I dated women, but I never allowed myself to break frame before. And I don't blame her for that. I blame myself for that. So I will say that for the guys too. Just realize that it is always your fault, because the truth is, she did not start acting out of pocket. And I'm not giving women a pass, but she didn't start acting out of pocket until I allowed her to take leadership. That one time was all it took. If you do it once, they're going to try it again and again and again. And if you don't shut that down, it's over with, bro. So
That's a fact.
That's my sad story. How the dating coach got. Except, that was before, but struggles, man, struggles. But it's all good. We all have to go through it at some point, I guess.
Nah, that's a fact. Definitely, we learn from our mistakes and just our lessons that we go through in life.
Yeah. And this is why too, I tell, I absolutely will tell men, and it's not just dating coaching, but whatever it comes to, if you don't have the skill to, I will say, don't be afraid to spend some money on what you need, especially when it comes to stuff like this, because I've seen too many men, when you are dealing with the wrong women and you don't understand women and you mess up, it sets you back. That can set you back years. And it's not, so people be trying to hold on so tight to money too. I will say that. Don't be afraid to get the coaching, get a mentor in whatever the case, whatever it is that you need, whether it's music or life coaching, dating coaching,
Or
whatever,
therapy.
business coaching. Yeah, Don't be afraid to spend some money on getting the help that you need, because that little bit of money you spend will pale in comparison to what you will lose if you go down the wrong path. So I say learn from people that's been there or know what they're doing, so that you don't have to suffer a fate and get set back years for no reason.
Facts.
What about you, Flacko?
Me, I say it's more. I feel like it's been more like a life, more like a life thing. This, we gotta learn. We learn sometimes. We deal with a lot of people that we think that we have a green flag with them, and it's just it still becomes a little headache. But for me, it's more being too nice.
Okay. So you have a struggle that where you was too nice.
Yeah, because I'm just naturally like, I'm not gonna say I'm a people's person, but I'm just naturally, I'm gonna always continue to be me. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if I know I could go ahead and I could help and I could provide, and that's just me. I just carry that with me. It's just that's how I am as a person. But sometimes we us as people, we have to understand and that you can't give that type of energy to everybody without fully knowing a person,
Yeah.
because people won't do the same with you. You know what I'm saying? Though, if they'll go ahead and just give you they'll give you a pinky out of like
Mhm.
out of a hand before they even shake your hand. So it's just like I'm learning, and I feel like I'm definitely doing a better job, because before it was the I'm not gonna say it was always a yes, but it was just
Yeah.
like, if I could, I got you. Now it's just like, no, if I can't, I can't. Like,
Okay.
respectfully. So I feel like that's just one of the main things in my life that I feel like I'm learning more how to maintain myself with, is stop being so nice and learn how to put more. I always put value on myself in everything that I do, but it's just like, that nice, put that on you. You get what I'm saying? Fill your own cup before you go ahead and try to go ahead and fill other people's cups, because they won't do the same thing if it was the other way around. And especially with the music, in all industries, it don't just have to be the music. I feel like it could be in acting, it could be in music, art, podcasting. There's just people, and what we do nowadays is people are so to themselves, in the sense that it's just like it becomes a little too weird. Mind you, you're giving them a whole different type of energy. So when you don't receive that energy back, or like you just not feeling that type of vibe, sometimes it just throws you off, and it's I don't know, it just becomes a little weird. So now I'm just like, all right, focus on what you got gonna do, create, stay positive. Sometimes it could get a little lonely down the route of what we chase. And as long as you know that you believe in yourself and you believe in the Most High for sure, and you ask the Most High for all the answers to the questions that you prayed for, and you keep your head high, you gonna get the right things that you want to attract, is gonna come around your way for
Okay.
sure.
So like in a way like people should be like more open.
More open, and I just feel like people got to be more supportive.
Hmm.
A lot of people not supportive.
Okay.
That's what we lack now in this generation.
So
Well, in the society that we live in, not just a generation, because I feel like it's in all types of generations.
Okay.
so comment on that too. Then with the niceness, I definitely wanted to make a quick comment on that.
Okay.
I think big problem with the idea of being nice is, even if people don't realize it, nice is just it is you being willing to try and please or appease someone else, whether probably to try and win some kind of favor, and that's whether they are right or whether they are wrong. So
Mm.
and it's the same thing that men do with women. Like, men will pretend to be nice in order to win a woman's favor, whether she is really a good girl or whatever the case or not. They want to get something from her, so they pretend to be nice in order to manipulate and get the result that they want. And generally, that just does not work, because when you're nice, yes, you're essentially, it comes back to in a way, you're trying to manipulate, or in a way, putting yourself on the back burner to please or appease someone else, despite whether they are right or wrong. And so I tell guys, and anybody really, never do that in life or in dating. Instead, be kind, because kindness is more of a willingness to do good to people, but at the same time, you're willing to tell them the truth. You're
Facts.
willing to be honest, whether they like it or not. See,
That's a fact.
the difference. That's the difference in nice and kind. So I would never, and I used to be nice as well. Like a good example, being on a date with a girl that keeps pulling out her phone texting, or taking a call, or calls. I find that to be very disrespectful. And
That's a fact.
way back in the day, I used to, for the sake of being nice and not making her feel bad, so basically trying to appease her, though she's doing something that's really, it's wrong, it's very disrespectful, I would sit there through that date and just take that. That was like years ago, though, a long time ago. Now, I will literally get up, I'll throw some dollars on the table, and I will quite literally say in that situation, it was a pleasure meeting you briefly. Maybe we'll see each other around, and I will walk out in the middle of that date. Or I'll even get up, throw some money on the table, and not say anything at all, and just walk away. Because it's just very disrespectful.
I ain't gonna lie, the way I would handle that situation.
What?
The way I would handle that situation, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm taking my phone out. I'm calling somebody that I know that I've definitely vibe with, and I'm seeing my way to that person. And it don't gotta be a female. You get what I'm saying? It could be just somebody that I really like, yo, I know, even if we kicking it on some regular calm stuff, I'm not gonna feel no certain type of way because it's just vibes. So
Yeah.
there's been times I've seen females take out their phone, and the best you want to catch to me, you want to catch their attention, take out your phone, watch how they stop using their phone.
Yeah, well,
And
see me, and that's I guess that's one way to do it, but I don't do that because I just find it I find it very disrespectful.
nah, for sure.
If I came out with you, especially if this is our first date or something,
You're gonna give her full attention.
Yeah.
Of course.
I didn't come here to be on no phone. If we
That's a fact.
about to be on some phones, I'm about to be gone, and you about to be sitting here alone. That like I might give one warning, and that like if I even feel like it, because a girl should already know this. This should just become an etiquette. Don't waste my time like that, and then I done took you out or whatever the case for a nice date to get to know one another, and you sitting up here on the phone.
Yeah,
man. Nah, I might tell you.
Let me ask you guys a question. How do you guys feel like if they like take a picture of the food, or if they like have like if they need to like take a long time at the menu because like they don't really know like what they're getting. Like, how do you feel about those type of women like that just be taking like pictures of the food and be taking a long time with the menu?
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Take that picture.
Yeah. The food. That's cool because whatever she's doing with it is whatever she's doing with it. I don't really care so much about that because even I will do that myself.
Take pictures of food.
Yeah. Many times I do it myself.
Yeah, that's more specifically though because Of course, I do some some restaurant reviews, stuff like
Okay.
that. Like when I travel from place to place, I started doing some restaurant reviews, so I might,
Hmm.
record a few things or something like that. But I'm not about to disrespectfully be doing that all throughout a date.
Yeah.
But a quick picture or a quick video or something, maybe she want to throw it on a story or whatever the case. That's cool. Now, as far as her not knowing what to order or something like that taking forever, here's a great way for men to get a big step ahead. If she's struggling, take charge. If you know anything about her, or maybe you should have asked beforehand, whatever the case, but take charge. Be like, don't worry about it, I got it. And you go ahead and order for her.
Okay.
That right there is a boss move. You just handle it. She ain't even got to think about it. So that's when you're there. But I say do that in everything. All you need to tell a girl is show up, and make sure you looking good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take care of the rest. Man, that get them going right there. What? And then, like you said, if she's struggling to order, man, order for her, or just do it anyway.
Okay.
Women love it. They don't want to be thinking about all this stuff. They love it when a man take charge, tell them what to do.
Okay.
No, that's a fact.
Wait, so that goes even like to like, let me see, like not even like at a restaurant. Like let's just say like you guys are living together, and he asks his spouse or his girlfriend like what does she want to eat like for dinner on that night, and then she says like, how about you list like some options, and then like basically you're going through every option, and you guys are still not picking like one place.
So, well, you want to, Flacco, you want to take that first, or shall I?
To be honest, if I'm making something, I'm not asking. I'm gonna
Oh,
just make it and I'm gonna just pass it. Like, here, this is for you.
you cook?
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I like if I'm not doing too much and I'm staying home, I'm definitely gonna chef it up, you know?
Okay.
But to be honest, um I can't see myself living with a female
All right.
right now because I've been down that path and I already know what happens when I got my own space. I feel like my space for you to be with a female, living with a female, you gotta really have something going on. You know what I'm saying?
Now, how
So,
early was that?
um, sheesh, I was about 21, 22.
Okay.
Now I just recently just turned 30, so it's like and Shorty, she was about 33, 34 when I got with her. So, and I already know the situation how it is when, let's say we all been there, and I'm pretty sure in our situation with most men, we living with a female, is things ain't going right. You get into one argument, get out, come back, get out. I'm not trying to deal with that. So when you have your own, they can't say shit.
Yeah.
There you
And
go.
excuse my language.
Yeah. So
Now you good. No filter.
quick
Yeah.
comment on that, guys. One thing to never, ever, ever do is live with a woman.
Okay.
Facts.
Like if you, so one, if you want to live with a woman, when I say don't live with one, if you want to, you can move a woman into your place. Never ever go and live in a woman's place,
Okay.
Facts.
because so that whole thing that I told you about, and I didn't do that, but this is just an example. That same girl, part of this foolishness that she started to do, she literally, I wasn't living with her, but she honestly quite literally begged me to like stay over at her place. So I would stay over at her place. And it was that same week like that I was talking about, that week after I allowed her to, and her friends, whatever happened, I said, okay, fine, you're my girlfriend. It was that same very week after that. Um she was begging me to stay at her place, so I was staying. And so I had a bag, with a few of my things. And this girl, literally got my stuff, throwing it out on the ground. Cause this is the problem with women. Women do not love for real, and it's not like masculine love. Everything with women is about how they feel in the moment. And they will do very detrimental things based on how they feel right now, as opposed to thinking logically about the repercussions of this action. So, like you just said, if you ever go and stay with the woman, you should expect for that to happen. Because women typically are all emotional, and they're quite a bit more neurotic than men are. And it's all about how they feel right now. So let's say you took her to a really nice dinner, you bought roses and all of this. She might, oh baby, I love you so much, and this is at 7 p.m. It could literally be 1 hour later where she thought you were staring at a girl's butt or something, and all of a sudden now she goes from I love you to I hate you, and now she wants you out because she thinks you looked at this girl's butt or something. So so basically,
like now you in the doghouse.
Exactly. So again, never give a woman that type of power. You never put a woman in the driver's seat, ever, because if you do, you should expect that to happen, and really, it's your own fault if you do it. Never do that, because again, that girl did that with me. Knowing, she did it because she felt like she had power. The girl begged me to stay over her place, but because she felt like in that she had some power, she went ahead and did that. It was quite hilarious, as if I wasn't just gonna go back to my place.
No, God, not for that.
It's
not because she didn't want you to leave. Like you said that it's not really about love when it comes like to women. So it wasn't that like she wanted you to stay because she loves you. She just didn't want you to leave.
No. What it is, all that matters when it comes to women is respect.
Okay.
I allowed her to take leadership when I gave up a title I wasn't interested in giving. Soon as that happened, that was frame broken. I allowed her to take leadership. And just like that, that's how quickly you can start to lose respect with a woman. That's how quickly the frame can be broken.
Yeah, once you lose respect, it's over.
Yeah, you can never don't even give an inch.
I won't even look at Shorty the same. I'm gonna keep it real.
Exactly. So, and now to your original question, it was about the food. There's two ways I would do that. One would be, oh, what do you want, baby? Whatever the case. If she's asking you that, there's two ways I would do it. I would say, okay, let me think about it, or something like that. But anyway, I would just come and I would be like, okay, guess what place I decided to take us to. Guess. And then whatever she guessed first, I'm gonna be like, exactly, let's go.
Okay. So basically, like, she picked the place already.
No, exactly. She picked it. So I'm gonna say, guess what place I decided to take us to. And she's going to say where she wants to go. And then we're just gonna go there. Because
that's it.
Yeah, we're not interested in doing this back and forth thing. So we just use a little bit of psychology to let her pick where she wanted to go anyway. And now we're going to go there. Or second thing would be the leadership thing. Because either way, that puts you in that good framing. But the second way I would do it is, where do you want to go? Whatever the case, what do you want to eat tonight? I would just be like, get dressed. I would tell her, get dressed in blah blah blah, whatever the case.
Mhm.
And then I would just take lead on everything else.
Facts. That's more my type of time.
Yeah, because even if by you doing that again, you're doing what women absolutely love. At the end of the day, despite what women say, you have to look at their biological and psychological makeup. And at the end of the day, they love a man to take lead. They don't want to think. They don't want to have to make decisions. They want to be told what to do. So tell her, go put on that dress I like and wear those heels that I like. And that's it. You handle everything else.
Okay.
Simple.
Man, let me ask you a question. Are you gonna always have energy like to go out to eat on date, or like is there gonna be some time like where like you want to like stay in and like make something like home cooked?
Yeah, so me, I cook often.
Okay, you
Not
cook
like
too. Okay.
yeah, not as much as I used to. I'm very busy, but typically I do cook because I
Hmm.
don't eat out. I really don't eat out a lot at all
Okay.
because again, I do everything homeopathic, and with
Yeah.
that,
But food is expensive. Like inflation is up there.
yeah, eating
Killing the
out
game.
eating out all the time. Not only is can it be costly, just a
Yeah.
waste of money, but also it's like you're wasting money to poison yourself. Because if you look at what's in most of this food, pizza, chicken, it don't really matter what it is. Most of the time, it's always going to be cooked in seed oil,
Yeah.
or either a seed oil or a what in the world, or a vegetable oil.
Yeah.
These things are not natural. They are very toxic.
I heard peanut oil is good.
Depending, you better make sure it's organic
I
peanut.
use more olive oil, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. I would not so
Or
much
avocado
peanut.
oil.
Yeah, I would say maybe avocado, and make sure too, if you can, get fresh organic avocado and olive oil.
Okay.
Olive oil for, like, I would say more finishing or light stuff, and then
Facts.
probably the or what did I say? The olive oil for light stuff, and the
Hmm.
avocado oil if you're doing like more high temperature stuff, because with the olive oil it'll start to burn, and if it starts burning, the smoke starts coming from it, you're
Right.
killing it. You're killing the oil, and therefore you're gonna turn it into something toxic. So if you're doing high temps, avocado, low temps, olive. But yeah, definitely stay in. I do a whole lot of staying in because it's way healthier. Don't have to worry about eating these poison seed oils and processed sugar and all of this stuff. So that's another thing. If you guys don't know how to cook, that's not a first date kind of thing, of course. But once you've been with a girl for a while, maybe even at the third or fourth date when she's feeling pretty comfortable, wants to come over.
Yeah.
Boy, if you know how to cook, boy,
Yeah, that's it.
yeah, and
We ain't gotta go nowhere.
telling you, and you cook it up real good, get her nice and fed, filled up, and then, maybe kick back, throw on a movie, hit the whole, oh man, hit that little cuddle, there's something going on, you know what I'm saying? So I can't cook. Learn how to do a little bit of cooking. So that is a great date experience once she gets comfortable enough to where she'll come over your place, or even if she wants you to come over her place instead, be like, well, yeah, what, I'm gonna cook tonight. I'm gonna cook. So you just tell her, once she can either sit back and chillax, but I wouldn't actually do that. Have her help you. Have her get
Facts.
invested. make it a real date. So be like, hey, let me, because maybe y'all haven't gotten too close yet. So it gives you an opportunity to, let me show you how to do that, girl. You gotta sauce it up, like not like that, but like this. You know what I'm saying?
No cap.
Get real comfortable, breaking the touch barrier, all that.
Doing some cooking together.
Yeah, exactly.
And then on top of that, it also gives them a view of how things could go in the long run.
There
You
you
know what I'm
go,
saying?
because that's
Yeah.
what they want. How
Most
is
definitely.
this? How can I see myself with this man long term? And that's
Facts.
that's everything it comes down to with women. It's all about, you have to get in the mind. The only way to get to a woman's heart, to get in that mind. It's not about necessarily everything that you're doing. It's all about, or what you said, it's about what she felt. Because if she feels you, then she's going to keep thinking about you over.
Yeah.
So that's the key. You want her thinking about you when you're not there.
Yeah.
So once she get to having you in her mind when she not there, boy, you in there. Because now
That's a fact.
she's fantasizing about all the what ifs and what could be's and all of this stuff. This is why everything that guys have been taught, really, it's almost the opposite. You have to do the opposite of almost everything that you've been taught. Like, for example, if you meet a girl out randomly at a bar or whatever, and things are going really well, I see a lot of dudes make this mistake. They'll go ahead and, if they can, they'll start like kissing the girl and like making out with her.
Like offer it.
Yeah, like if they can, and if the girl will allow it, they'll do that.
Okay.
That is not a win. Because let's be real, what is the ultimate goal here? You either, one, want to sleep with the girl, or two, you want some kind of a relationship.
Yeah.
Or both.
Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. The last time that I was like in a bar or like a club setting, like not even like, this guy came in and he saw like a random like girl, and like by like the bar, like at the edge, they just started grinding on each other.
Yeah, and that's all well and fine. You can do that all in good fun, I guess. But
Yeah, like for everybody to see.
yeah, I mean, but hey, if it happens,
Some people like that.
yeah, if it happens like that, it happens like that. But one thing you have to be careful of is, women. It costs women nothing to give you attention, but women love attention. They want it. It's their validation. So
Yeah.
when you go ahead and you start kissing a woman in the bar, making out with her, you've already just given her all the validation she needs.
Thanks.
She's never going to go out with you. That girl is not going home with you 9 times out of 10, if not more, because you've given away you've already showed your hand. You showed, oh yes, I want you. I want to take you home. Whereas me, it is, and this is literally a girl. It took, man, I've been going out now for, goodness, 10 years, I guess, something like that.
Yeah.
It took 10 years for a girl to get me, and she caught me off guard. So plenty of girls have tried to kiss me. I curved them every single time.
You have resilience.
It was only this year that a girl caught me. We were vibing and whatever, but I will not kiss a girl that I just met. But this girl caught me off guard when I was traveling. I was in Vegas, and she got me. I wasn't ready. But anytime I know that they're trying to come in for a kiss, I curve them.
Yeah.
And one reason is because, one, I'm just not interested. But two, if you do that, you've given her all the validation she needs. Now, when you curve her, this is the key. You think that's a bad thing, but it's actually a great thing.
Yeah.
How many men do you think has ever curved her in her life?
None.
Exactly, 0. And you're the one guy that just curved her, and now what is she going to do? What? So does he like me or does he not? And now,
Facts.
So
now,
asking like 21 questions.
now she has to get you. She has to get you because she cannot allow her ego to take the hit of being rejected by a man. And this works every single time. I kid you not. If you're really trying to build attraction with a woman, do the opposite of what you think you should be, what you've been told probably you should do. Like I did that with a woman. This was some years back, and I kid you not, man. So I met her, we exchanged numbers and whatnot, and she was like, "Yeah, hit me up," and I was like, "Okay, whatever," So I hit her up, and she started, she wanted me to come over, and like whatever, hang out or something. She said, I can't quite remember, but she was trying to play it off like she just wanted me to maybe come over, whatever the case. And I was like, nah.
This was during the day, or this was like at night?
Night, like late night, after 2 a.m. type of night. And she was like, she wanted me to just come hang out with her, and I was like, but she specifically said, but nothing ain't gonna happen. We're not doing anything. And I was like, nah, I'm good. I was like, because it's late and I do got work I need to do, in the rising. So, but I was like, but maybe later this week, maybe tomorrow or the next day, we'll plan something. And she was like, so, and I get this is what happened in her head. Now, I'm just telling you what was in her head. I just told this guy to come hang out with me after 2 a.m. and he just rejected. So she then asked again. She insisted, come over. And I said, nah, I can't do it. And she
begging.
Yeah, she actually called me. And I sat on this. I wasted so much time this night. I sat on the phone with this girl literally for probably an hour with her trying to convince me to come over. And she went from, we're not doing anything, all the way to, she said, because I also told her I was sleepy, I didn't want to be driving. And she told me, you know what? She went from, we're not doing anything if I come hang out, to, I will come and pick you up. This is what she said. I will come and pick you up.
She's gonna go out her way to pick you up.
Yeah, I will come and pick you up.
Yeah.
I will wear my red coat with nothing on under it and come and pick you up. And I also have a sex box. I'd never even heard of that before at the time.
Me neither. What is that?
Basically, it's this, I guess, thing with all these
gadgets
and things. And she said, I will come pick you up in my red jacket and heels, and I will drive you back to my place since you're tired. And I have this sex box, and you can do whatever you want to me. Literally said this to me, and I was like, look, I'm telling you, another day, I'm telling you, we can hang out or whatever. But I was like, look, I'm tired, so I'm gonna go ahead and get off the phone. Like, this girl would not let me get off the phone. I finally,
like, you wasn't gonna hang out with her at all. Like, you was gonna hang out with her, make a plan.
I just finally had to hang up. But so the point is here, guys, if you know how to understand female psychology, you win. Now, I'm not going to say you will win 100% of the time, but you will go from almost failure 99% of the time, or 90 to 99% of the time, to win well over 50% of the time. Probably.
No cap.
If you really know how the game works. And I'm not just saying a game like I'm playing a game with them, but I'm just saying, if you understand female psychology, bros, it works. So with that being said, I'm going to say, if y'all find me on social media, Van Johnson. Hit the link in my bio. Join the brethren community to get sauce like this all the time. Cause I put it down for you. I'm gonna show you how to get it. I'm gonna show you how to get it done.
Okay. All right. So we're about to wrap up, but before we wrap up, I have a question of the day that we do for all our guests, and it's a would you rather. So it's would you rather win a difficult but short-term struggle that brings a big reward, or overcome a lifelong chronic struggle that has no clear end but teaches you patience and endurance? Let me know if you want me to repeat it.
Yeah, can you repeat the first one again?
Okay. So, would you rather win a difficult but short-term struggle that brings a big reward, or overcome a lifelong chronic struggle that has no clear end but teaches you patience and endurance?
We'll be honest with you. You want me to be honest with you?
Completely honest.
I'll go with the first one, bro.
Okay, why?
The reason is why is life is full of struggles.
Okay.
So it's for you to go ahead and keep dealing with the same struggles, yeah, you learning from it, but it's just never going to stop. I find that a little crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're dealing with a situation where it's short, but you gain something out of it and you gain a big reward, you will know how to go ahead and maneuver with the other situations that come upon after that situation, because you're always gonna have a problem.
Yeah.
Everything has a problem. So I'm not trying to deal with a problem that's gonna last forever, but then I'm learning something out of it. There's so much that you can learn out of that same problem, and if you still dealing with that same problem and you haven't learned something from it, there's something wrong with yourself.
Yeah.
And you have to work within yourself. You get what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather deal with a situation that, all right, cool, we learn from it, big reward. Okay, this reward, I could go ahead and I could go and shed that light on whatever other problems I got to deal with, and I know how to maneuver with that problem.
Yeah.
For
What about you,
sure.
Ben?
Yeah, me, I would definitely take I would definitely take option one.
Okay.
I would solve the short term issue for the big reward, because
Okay.
if there is a long term issue that I'm dealing with, I'm just imagining that the reward is, some kind of monetary gain or something like that, whatever the case. I would then, if it was really something I couldn't deal with, that was a issue that keeps arising, I would take some of that reward and I would go get a coach. And I would do what I call time traveling. I would
Yeah.
get a coach that specializes in the area where I need help. I would pay them what I need to pay them for their 10 or 20 or 30 years of experience that they already have. And I would time travel 10 or 20 or 30 years into the future by them showing me exactly what they did to overcome what I'm dealing with right now.
Okay.
I think that would get, as the saying goes, two birds. That'll get both of them at once.
Yeah, that was
That's a
like
fact.
that was kill two birds with one stone.
For sure.
Yeah.
And I also feel like once you're dealing with a problem that it's taking too long, you have to learn how to accept and be accountable for certain things that you do, and learn how to understand that some things you don't have control of. And when you don't have control of certain things, sometimes you just gotta let it be.
Yeah, because
Don't
like,
solve
look,
all
if you can't fix a problem and it's taking you that long, you're gonna go crazy.
Nah, yeah. I'm I'm not dealing with no problems. Go make me. Heck no.
Like nobody wants to go crazy.
Nah, I'm good. I'm not trying to. And you know what's crazy? I've been there though.
Okay.
You'd be surprised. I've been in that situation but it's like Van said, you have to go ahead and seek some type of help. I
Yeah.
seek therapy.
Yeah.
I've done therapy, and I feel like therapy. I advise everybody,
Yeah.
if even if you're not going through something, get therapy. It
Are
works.
you currently doing therapy?
Yeah. I go to therapy. To this day I go to therapy because people. I'm from New York.
Yeah.
Every day somebody's trying to test something.
Mhm.
You either walk into somebody crazy, you walk into somebody that got a bad attitude. Mind you, you having a great day. So it's like not just dealing with people. It's also learning different types of energies that other people have. They could gravitate to you that you don't know that where you're lacking at.
Yeah.
And sometimes you need to go ahead and you need to express yourself. Talking to a friends is cool. We all gonna have friends, but sometimes there's certain things that we don't tell our friends
Yeah.
you actually could get off talking to a stranger or talking to somebody who's actually gonna listen you out, hear you out, and just give you. And it's like Van said, other people have more experience of certain things in life that whatever they tell you, if you're a good listener, you can go ahead and gravitate and use that within into your life. So
Yeah, because like sometimes like friends like you might tell them something and then they don't listen. And
nah,
like
yeah,
they basically like if they don't hear what they want to hear, like they could like possibly end that friendship.
yeah. I stopped listening to friends. If you're not if you're not somebody that I could go ahead and if I know you're not gonna listen to what I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna tell you nothing. I
Okay.
I like talking to people who I can generally have an open minded conversation,
Yeah.
and you can understand where I'm coming from. The same way I'm gonna go ahead and listen to what you're telling me, and I can go ahead and give my piece. But certain people just I learned this the hard way. Certain people just don't like stuff being told to them.
Yeah.
Certain people just want to be heard. So I feel like we all want to be heard.
Yeah.
Now,
But therapy works. I feel like you go to therapy, it definitely opens up your mindset of certain things of what you could use in your life and just apply that pressure into your life. And if it works, it works. If it don't, find different types of solutions. But
so
most of the time it does works
Wait,
when somebody is, somebody
Flacco.
has gone through that situation and they know how to. It's all about you now at this point. If you're a good listener, you're a good
Ben,
listener. If
you
you're
still
not a
there?
good
You can hear
listener,
me?
I can, yeah,
that's just
You can see
the
me?
way of you
yeah,
achieving certain things. A lot of
yeah.
people
I
Okay,
think
think that
Flacco,
we
I
learn
think
Flacco
his
stuff
froze.
thing
by
froze.
talking.
Yeah.
The main part of learning stuff
Um
is listening.
Hold up.
If I
Let's give
can't
it like
listen
a
and
couple of
I can't
seconds.
go ahead
Because
and
like
sit
sometimes
down
it
and
might
learn how to
freeze and then
listen,
like
it's never going to work.
take him out and then he has to come back in.
Yeah.
Uh, okay. Let's see. All right. In the meantime, did you have anything to that you wanted to like follow up on that on what he said,
Yeah, I was just gonna say as far as the
or do you want to wait until he comes back?
yeah, I was gonna wait, but yeah, we can. Whatever.
Okay. Yeah, let's wait because it took him out now.
Yeah.
He should be coming back on. But so how you like? What's your first impression of this podcast? Like, how you feeling? Oh, never mind. He's on right now.
Yeah, my bad. It just froze.
All right.
Flacco.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah. So
'Cause I think it froze for a minute.
Yeah, it definitely did freeze. It's definitely.
Got you. So what were you to continue what you were saying?
So yeah, like just like I was saying, big part of in just lessons and things that we learn is you have to play the big part of learning how to listen. If we don't know how to listen
Hmm.
and holding ourselves accountable and just sitting back and just grasping certain things that's suitable for us, we're never gonna get past or whatever we got going on for us in our lives.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's where the therapy kicks into. You have to seek. You gotta look for it. Closed mouth don't get fed. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you gotta seek it yourself. If you can't seek it, it's not. You're not gonna achieve nothing. You're
Okay.
gonna keep going through the same situation. You're gonna be on option number 2.
Yeah.
No reward at the end of the day.
I said this is gonna be
It's
a
just something.
lifelong crumble.
Yeah, I'm not dealing with a lifelong nah. Uh-uh.
Man, you had something. You had something to follow up on what what Flacco said?
Yeah, just real quick on the and not saying now won't down therapy. I'll just say I believe in coaching more than therapy, because what I
Okay.
noticed with people that go to therapy, they deal with the same issues forever,
Mhm.
and they keep going to therapy for years for the same issues, and they never find any resolve. And when you actually look at science, like if you're looking at the brain, they say if what they do in therapy, they'll often talk about your problems, which could have some benefit if you're actually moving towards a resolve.
Yeah.
But they'll talk about your problems and they'll keep re-talking about your problems. And what this does, when you continue to do that, it's almost like a re-traumatization. If you keep talking about the same negative past experience over and over again, what happens is it's as though your brain, like when they look at the brain, they say that the brain is actually lighting up or if you will, in such a way that it's as though you're actually living through that very trauma again and again and again. Each time you keep bringing it up and continue to talk about it in the same light that you always have, without finding any resolve. So I think it makes sense as to why people go to therapy forever. If therapy is working, unless you continue to keep running into new problems, there should be some resolve. And with
Yeah.
coaching, the idea, like when I work with men, they could go to therapy, sure, and they could talk to a counselor about how they can't get a date and how bad it makes them feel that they can't get a date, and how they masturbate every day and they watch porn every day, multiple times a day, how they might pay to get some because they can't actually get a girl or the affection that they want. They can do that and they can keep talking about that. But where's the resolve in that?
Facts.
So what I do is I start, and if they are masturbating every day, if they are watching porn every day, I tell them, we can't work together if you're watching porn every day.
Okay.
You're going to have to stop doing that. And then I give a step by step. We're going to start here, we're going to go here, and we're going to end here. We're breaking down these bad habits. We're dismantling the things that make you this guy that no woman wants. And we're reconstructing you into a guy that women love. Resolve. We don't want to keep talking about the problem. We want to get to the solution. So, I'm sure maybe, therapy probably has its place. But if there's no resolve, I don't really see the point. We should be moving towards resolve.
Facts.
Alright. Alright, so now we're at that point for the show. I did appreciate talking to you guys. Well, we did I feel like we talked about a lot of topics, a lot of varieties, marriage, struggles, um, dating wise, relationships, all of that we really talked about. I do if you guys want have your contact. So if you guys do want to come for a future episode, you guys could do that. I have no problem with that. We just have to work on our schedules and whatnot.
Facts.
And pretty much also if you guys have anything to shout out, you can do that at this time, or if you have any message you want to say to the audience. It could be in general, it could be about the topics that we talked about. The floor is yours, all right? For any closures, messages, and shout outs.
Shout out to everybody. Shout out to this podcast first and foremost. Shout out PJ PJ Drizzle.
Mm-hmm.
And Van Johnson for me for the messages. And always remember to be you and only you. That's just my slogan that I go for my clothing brand. My clothing brand is New Wave. We're dropping new merch coming up soon. And new music is coming on the way too. But that's just my thing. Always be you and only you, and don't be nobody else. So keep striving, keep working, keep hustling, keep becoming a better person, a better version of yourself, and show yourself that you could achieve anything that you aim for in life,
Yeah.
no matter what situation you're in.
Yeah. What about you, Ben?
Yeah, so of course, I'm the celebrity dating coach Van Johnson. So just quick shout to the socials. Y'all can find me on pretty much all platforms at Van Johnson or _ Van Johnson on Instagram. And again, if you a guy and you want the sauce, find the link in my bio and join the premium community where I put you on the game on the daily. And then if you're a lady, I do actually have a female coach that I work with. Shoot me a message and I can refer you to her community if you are looking for, the sauce and, trying to get what you're looking for in the dating market.
Wait, you have a female dating coach that's like on your team?
Yeah.
Okay.
So kind of we work together because I personally don't really like to work with women. So I have my female counterpart, and
Yeah.
she handles the any ladies that need help. She takes care of them. 'Cause,
Okay.
I keep it.
That's fire.
Yeah, I keep it real, and often, I can be blunt, and I keep it real, and often again, women focus on, how they feel, and they focus on what you more how you said it as opposed to what was said. And
Mhm.
I don't really have time to tiptoe around people when I'm working towards results. We're going for results. So
Facts.
yeah. So
No,
yeah,
no shortcut. No being on the bush.
exactly. I don't have time for that. We're going for results, which is why I
Yeah.
prefer to work with men, because men in their daily lives, we as men, we don't get to live in la la land. Women kind of get to live in la la land, just being realistic. Like a woman at 400 pounds, if she's 400 pounds, unemployed, and ain't got nothing going on, you know what people will tell her today? Oh, baby, you're a queen, slay girl, you deserve everything.
Yeah.
Is that true? No, it's a lie.
Okay.
I'm not going to. Yeah, I'm not going to tell her.
Not no cap.
But if you're a man and you're 400 pounds, sitting on the couch in your mom's basement with no car, with Cheeto dust on your shirt every day, playing video games.
You're a bum.
Yeah.
Exactly. And nobody cares about you. No woman will date you. Nobody cares about you. And no man really wants to be your friend. The only love you're going to get is from your mother. And that's only because she had you.
Yeah.
So men have to accept the truth. Women, they get to live in this la la land. And I don't like to coach in la la land. So yeah. So anyway,
Mhm.
if you need help, hit me up and I'll refer you to my, female counterpart and she'll get you right. Besides that, I always like to end with, for everybody, just remember, now is the time, today is the day, yesterday is already gone, and tomorrow may never be. So if you're going to do anything, do it today, because today is all you got.
Yeah.
Facts.
Anything could happen.
That's a fact.
Like,
Man,
really.
anything can happen. Any say time ain't granted for nobody. You get what I'm saying? It ain't definitely ain't gonna stop for nobody. So you gotta keep pushing and just apply pressure.
Yeah. Cause
Also,
look.
by the way,
No. Yeah.
now you go ahead to say what you're gonna say.
No. You go. You go.
Follow me on social media. Flacko don't sleep. Floor is yours.
Okay. I was just gonna say because Van mentioned Adam Sandler and like what Adam Sandler is doing now because he worked with this co-star Cameron Boris And
Mm.
Cameron Boyce, he had this condition where like he would have like seizures, and he had a seizure like one night where like he was sleeping and he never woke up. He passed away. So what
Mm.
Adam Sandler did is basically he does like I would say like how you say it a remembrance like in all of his like new movies or new TV shows that he's doing, like to
Right.
remember that co-star that passed away, because like that really like dig deep in the Adam Sandler, and like that made him emotional like when that co-star passed away. Like it really made him like down that he died at a young age.
Yeah, certain people they leave a big mark, you know.
Hmm.
So it's just like we gotta live at our fullest,
Yeah.
and you don't know how many people you actually what is that? How would I explain it? You don't know how many people you actually like embracing yourself to, and how many people that look at you as a role model. You get what I'm saying? So it's like as long as you live your truth and you live how you live it, you you ain't nobody could tell you nothing. You just you.
Yep. All right. So look, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, repost, and share to all social media platforms, and like how we always say as our slogan, the truth that set you free, and it's a wrap.